Oh, cuz. Hey, bro. Hey, bro, I'm on live, bro. I'm gonna call you back in a minute, bro. I'm on live, homie. God damn.
Charleston White has gone completely nuclear, verbally obliterating rapper Finnesse2tymes after a shocking incident in which Finnesse allegedly slapped and disrespected his own mother, and then added fuel to fire by publicly disrespecting 50 Cent. An act that left Charleston fuming and ready to unleash his signature no-holds-barred verbal warfare. This isn't just another rap beef. This is a personal, deeply emotional explosion, because Charleston doesn't play when it comes to family respect, and he certainly doesn't let anyone get away with slandering someone he views as a pillar in a culture like 50 Cent. And the way Charleston went on Finnesse2tymes, dragging him for filth on live streams, interviews, and social media posts, has everyone talking about whether the Memphis rapper has finally crossed a line he can't come back from. Now let's break down what really happened, because this story is more than just internet noise. It's the kind of drama that exposes who's really loyal and who's just playing a part for the cameras. It all started when rumors began to swirl about an ugly family dispute involving Finnesse2tymes and his mother. According to multiple eyewitness accounts and reports from people close to the situation, the rapper allegedly lost his temper during a heated argument with his mom, leading to him slapping her across the face. That alone sent shockwaves through the hip-hop community. Family is sacred in the streets. No matter how tough you are or how much money you make, putting your hands on your mother is a move that will get you disowned in the court of public opinion. But Finnesse didn't stop there. Instead of keeping the matter private or showing remorse, he reportedly doubled down, speaking disrespectfully about his mother in a way that made even his most die-hard fans uncomfortable. Clips and snippets began circulating online, with people accusing him of having lost his soul and forgetting where he came from. It was in the middle of this chaos that 50 Cent, ever the peacemaker when it suits him, stepped in, seeing an opportunity to squash the beef and perhaps mend the public perception of Finnesse. 50 reached out both publicly and privately, offering advice and trying to guide the young rapper away from what was quickly becoming a PR disaster. Now, here's where everything took a wild turn. Instead of showing gratitude, humility, or even basic respect to one of the most respected figures in the game, Finnesse2tymes reportedly turned around and publicly dissed 50 Cent. Whether it was ego, pride, or sheer recklessness, he made comments that undermined 50's credibility, calling him washed up and claiming he didn't need anyone telling him how to live his life. The moment those words hit the internet, you could feel the air get tense. Because if there's one thing you don't do in hip-hop, it's bite the hand of someone who just tried to help you. And that's when Charleston White entered the battlefield. Charleston had been keeping an eye on the situation from the sidelines, but as soon as Finnesse's disrespect reached both his mother and 50 Cent, he exploded. Charleston is known for being unapologetic and brutally honest. He's made a name for himself by calling out hypocrisy, fake street posturing, and disrespectful behavior in the culture. But this time, there was an extra edge to his words. He didn't just criticize Finnesse, he dismantled him piece by piece. On his live stream, Charleston started by addressing the alleged slap. "Boy, you mean to tell me you'll raise your hand to the woman who carried you for 9 months, and now you think you some kind of man? You ain't no man, you's a coward," he said, his voice full of controlled rage. He painted a vivid picture of what kind of character it takes to turn on your own mother, especially when you're in a position to provide and protect her. He didn't stop there. He dragged Finnesse's street credibility into the mud, pointing out that real gangsters are known for protecting their family at all costs, not humiliating them in public. Then Charleston turned his attention to the 50 Cent situation. "How you gonna spit on a hand that's trying to pull you up?" he demanded. 50 done been through more wars in this industry than you ever will. That man came to you in good faith, trying to keep you from crashing out. And you gonna disrespect him? That ain't nothing but ignorance mixed with pride. And pride is what gets fools buried early. Charleston went on to list the many times 50 had helped younger artists avoid pitfalls, citing examples from the G-Unit days to his more recent work mentoring new talent in TV and film. He made it clear that whether you like 50 or not, his track record for survival and success speaks for itself. As Charleston's tirade continued, you could feel the layers of the story coming into focus. This wasn't just about a single incident. Charleston was calling out a pattern he sees too often in the industry. Young rappers getting a taste of fame and money, then turning their back on the people who helped them or the values they were raised with. He called Finnesse a product of the lost generation of rappers who mistake aggression for respect, clout for power, and independence for burning bridges. The reaction to Charleston's words was immediate. Social media lit up with clips from his rant, with fans split between those who felt he was absolutely right and those who thought he went too far. Some praised him for holding Finnesse accountable in a way few others in the industry would dare, while others accused him of making things worse by dragging private matters into the public arena. But if you know Charleston White, you know he doesn't care about public opinion. He cares about speaking what he sees as the truth, no matter who it offends. And behind the scenes, the fallout was getting messy, eh? Finnesse2tymes reportedly fired back indirectly, posting cryptic messages about old heads trying to control the new wave and claiming he didn't owe anyone an apology. At the same time, whispers started circulating that 50 Cent himself had washed his hands of trying to help, telling close associates that you can't save someone who doesn't want saving. Charleston, however, wasn't done. He doubled down in another broadcast, promising that every time Finnesse disrespected his mother or his elders, he'd be right there to remind the world who he really is. By this point, it was clear that the situation had gone beyond simple trash talk. Charleston was speaking from a place of deep personal conviction, and Finnesse's refusal to back down was setting the stage for a prolonged, very public feud. Hip-hop outlets began dissecting every statement, every post, and every live stream, treating it like a heavyweight boxing match where the next punch could land at any moment. The bigger picture here is that this clash represents two different eras of hip-hop colliding. On one side, you have Charleston White, who, love him or hate him, embodies a certain old-school principle about respect for family, elders, and those who came before you. On the other, you have Finnesse2tymes, who represents a generation that often prides itself on being untouchable, self-made, and unwilling to bow to anyone. When those two mindsets clash, there's no middle ground. It's all-out war. And if there's one thing Charleston has made clear through all this, it's that he's not afraid to keep pressing the issue until the other side either changes their ways or fades into irrelevance.